The South Australian government has rejected a consignment of New Zealand apples just days after Australia lifted its 90-year ban on apple imports. Quarantine officers say the consignment contained leaf matter and an insect, enough for the state government to declare parts of South Australia off limits to foreign apples and pears. To tell us more, our Australia correspondent Samantha Hayes joins us now live from Sydney. And Samantha, how serious is this?
Good evening, Michael. Look, this is actually quite serious. The South Australian state government has voted to enforce a quarantine in whole parts of its state. We're talking about the Adelaide Hills, Riverland and parts of the state's southeast. They're going to set up roadblocks and have quarantine bins, kind of like when you come through customs. And if you've got a New Zealand apple, you'll have to give it up when you reach that point. What's happened is Australian quarantine officials have found leaf matter in 2 batches of apples which were due to be exported. They also found some insects in those apples, a leaf midge and thrip insects, and this has ignited that debate all over again, that the New Zealand apple industry has the potential to decimate the Australian apple industry. Here's what the South Australian Agricultural Minister had to say earlier today.
We were given assurances that there would be no additional wood or leaf matter on apples coming into Australia, and within a matter of days of Australia being opened up to New Zealand apples, we've actually detected an apple with foreign matter which could have been carrying fire blight. One bad apple has the potential to destroy the South Australian industry.
Well, Samantha, how much have Australian authorities been itching to bite back at the New Zealand growers?
Well, look, I'm sure they've just been waiting for something like this to happen. I spoke to Bruce Beaton from Apollo Apples in New Zealand just a short time ago. Now, his company brought in one of the first consignments of apples to Australia. That's in 92 years. Brought those in just last week, and he said this is a complete overreaction on behalf of the state government, and it's just scaremongering. He said that those Australian quarantine officials are there to find exactly this kind of thing, and if they have come across leaf matter and insects, then it means that the checks and balances in place are working.
Samantha, thank you.